anecdotes to
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hey everyone, how are you today? Let me see something. Okay. How are you all doing today? Hey, look at everybody. Hi Jenny G. Hi Malika. Let me do it better. Hi Jenny G. Hi Malika. With the red heart. Hi sweetie. Hi Purple Passion. Hi Incognito. Thumbs up for the video as you come in. Even before you see the video, do a thumbs up. Having a little sinus pressure right here. I don't even suffer from sinuses. I don't know what the fuck it is. Hi, Juanita. How are you? How is everyone today? I have so much to tell you, but I think I'm going to save it for the morning. So be sure to watch the morning show. Because I just don't like to go to bed all upset and angry. I'll use this one, please. Okay. All right. Did I use the right one? What's the difference? Oh my God. Charm. Grips, houses, aspects. Okay. All right, so I don't even know if I used the right one. What do you mean use this one? Oh my God. I don't even know which one is the right one now. Okay, this is not her fault because I should have done this way before time, but I did not. So I am going to use the very last one. I'm just talking to myself, guys, because I can't tell the difference between one flyer from another flyer. But here we go. Okay, laptop. Who is watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Who's watching that? Let me know in the comments who's watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Video, image, image. But before we get started, I wonder if I can do that different tomorrow for the angels. I must see. We are, I have asked Charm, Dr. Charm, she's a real medical doctor, to do, an astrologist. Don't you love when somebody has like a career and a second career as an astrologist? She does something called astrocartography or something like that. Child, I do not know astrology, so I'm going to screw up all the different avenues that I can possibly screw up. But she is doing a class on February 12th through the 25th, and she is going to be discussing the glyphs, the houses, and the aspects, I guess, to the houses, or the glyphs are to the houses too. I have no idea. I will be attending class. I will not participate in teaching this because I know nothing about astrology. But if you want to know more information, okay, I'll put the banner up. Thank you, sweeties. Purple Incognito, 404 832 5179. So, because she is a doctor, be sure to text her the information. 404, I'm just going to put it up right now. For any extra information that you want. 404 832 5179, and that is for astrology class. Please come join us, everyone. All right, I'm excited. I have been looking for someone to help explain astrology since forever. All right. I've known Charm for years, by the way. Maybe, I'm going to say a good 5 years, could be 7. I'm not really sure. She would have to tell me. Let me see if I can find it. She introduced me to a particular ice cream. Fucking love this ice cream that she introduced me to. But I'm going to screw it up. I don't know if it's Blue Bell or something like that. I don't know. She has come out to Los Angeles, and she might be at a convention, and she will always come to see me. Always. So she finally attended, why did I say it like that? One of my in fact, I think she was in the last astrology class that I taught, which is like not the last, but it was the very last one that I taught. And then she was like, that's when I discovered that she's fluent in astrology. I'm like, Charm, I really need somebody that would be willing to teach my peeps on astrology. I'm trying to get to how, okay. Oh, Charm, we only know each other from 2022. 2 years? Oh my God. Charm is one of those. I have to ask her how long, because Charm is one of those people that you think you've known them forever. It can't be 2 years. I refuse to believe. No, it can't be 2 years because I've been out here 3 years. Did Sean have a second phone? No. It can't be 2 years because I've been out here 3 years. And she was visiting me in LA. I don't know. Maybe I have a text feed that didn't go all the way to the beginning of time, which I'm very disappointed in that because I never throw away text messages. But I have upgraded my phone, so maybe that's why. All right, everyone. Please come join, come join, come join. And I love you, everyone. Okay. Who has been watching Beverly Hills? Blue, is it Bluebell? Is it Bluebell ice cream? Right? Hold on a second. I'm gonna text her because there's. Is it Bluebell ice cream? Whatever kind of ice cream it is, we don't make it in California. And there's only one pizza shop, only in California, that sells it, but they have to send a truck to go get the ice cream through state lines. It's almost like crack, the ice cream. This ice cream and pizza place is so popular that they're only open on the weekends because they cater to USC and all the parties that happen Friday and Saturday. So, whatever. Hi, Stephen. How are you? Okay, let's talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has two problems. And the two problems are Garcelle and Bozoma. Now, I love them both. I really don't know what happened in the reunion. I believe these two may have turned on each other, Bozelle and Garcelle. But I'm looking at some transition between Garcelle and Sutton. And I read on this years ago. I did not see the two of them being friends. So how they lasted is beyond me. But I think they lasted because nobody accepted Sutton. I'm really wondering if Sutton had been more compliant with being a friend. I would never. Would she had dropped Garcelle? Because now it seems like she's willing to drop her. Because if she could get in good with the privileged ones, that is what she would really prefer, even if they treat her badly. Like Sutton's ready to take mediocre from the privileged ones than to be left out. So because she was left out right from jump, and to be honest with you, Sutton, I really feel like you were left out right from jump because you're probably the wealthiest in that group of friends. including before Kyle. Kyle never made her own money. She was wealthy by way of her husband. And it could be a little jealousy in that. However, let me be fair. You too are made wealthy by your husband. So maybe that's not the right thing to say. Um, huh. Interesting. I did one 2 years ago, asking if Sutton was racist. I don't even remember how that came about. I don't even know what I said. I don't know the outcome. Let me see if I can get another one here. All right, let me get one with just Garcelle. Can't believe I didn't do. I know I did. Garcelle. Does Bravo know what to do? Patrick. For Garcelle. So I did one 6 years ago for Garcelle. She's been on that long. And I did one. Stop it. The Children of Garcelle. It was a year ago. Does Bravo know what to do with minorities? I know I did a Garcelle Sutton thing. Oh my God. I know I did. Garcelle Sutton. I know I did because I thought I saw them falling out. Oh, I don't really care. Now I don't care. Stop it. This is going to piss me off, guys. Was there a restriction? No, no, no. I don't really care, but I can't find it. And I know I have one here. Unless it's Sutton. It's Sutton. Why would I ask if Sutton was racist? Why would I do that? I don't think I ever really saw her as racist, so why would I put a video up like that? I need a summary on my own videos. It's 2 years ago. Let me see the comments. I don't know. I really thought I did one years ago, but I don't see it. Once again, guys, I'm drinking my love tea, my love potion tea. Oh, wait, I was supposed to contact somebody. Let me make sure they're okay, but I'm sure they are. Okay. Hi, One Deep. How are you? So, okay. So, and Garcelle has had Sutton's back, true and true, right? And I can't always say that Sutton has had Garcelle's back. I remember another incident about 2 years ago where Sutton did not have Garcelle's back, and Garcelle was really pissed about that, but it's a vague memory. Doesn't really matter. In this episode, Garcelle feels like, yo, you did not have my back. And here's what I think their problem is. The Garcelle and Sutton. I'm sorry, Garcelle. You and Sutton talk shit about everyone. And I also think you all are talking shit to get your storylines together so that when you're on camera, you guys can bounce off of one another. Because that's what it looks like to me. Like Sutton will say something and then you, boom. So it's a dance that you guys have created to me. And this year, for whatever reason, Sutton feels like she's in good graces with Kyle, which is probably not true. So Sutton is vulnerable and latched on to Garcelle. Kyle has zero friends, and she can't really call Erica a friend because Erica is so cold, right? They might talk all the time, but Erica's surface level. She stays right here, right? So Kyle doesn't know how to express her vulnerability to Erica, even though I think Erica adores Kyle. However, Sutton is to Garcelle what Kyle is to Erica, right? Because Dorit's gone. And so Kyle doesn't have her normal camaraderie and bitchery friend that she could be like, bah, 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 bah. And you could do it with Erica, but Erica's not soft and emotional enough for Kyle to believe her. Erica likes one-liners, and then her conversation is done. That's her friendship. You're absolutely right. She's a bitch. Okay, gotta go. I hope I helped. And it's like, well, no, not really. Like, I need more as a girlfriend. And that she got from Dorit. And her and Dorit would talk for hours just bitching about the group. And those two would have each other's back. All right. So now the dynamics this year is so awkward because Dorit came in punching in terms of like her mouth. Kyle, I think, has started not to like her last season. But remember what I'm telling you, because Kyle and Dorit does that like bitchy kind of thing. And remember, it was those two girls that talked about Garcelle's son and what Erica did to her son in terms of like being rude to that poor kid. But Dorit and Kyle, right, was not a good look, which I think was one of the things that may have ruined their friendship. Anywho, cut to Bozoma coming through, who, by the way, when I grow up one day, I want to be Bozoma. I want to be as tall as she is. I want to be as dark as she is. I want to have her wallpaper. By the way, so there's a woman in my complex that I saw her apartment. And she didn't show me her apartment. The guys that were fixing up the apartment kept promising me, when we're done, we're going to show you. I was like, bet, right? Maybe they were so proud of themselves. I don't know, but they were finally done. I saw the guy and I was like, did anybody move in yet? And he said, no. I said, can I see the apartment? He goes, absolutely. I've never seen marble floors before. Marble floors. She has wallpaper with birds on it on the ceiling. On the ceiling, child. The whole apartment, new cabinets, everything's gray. The ceiling has like birds on it. They're dark. They're like navy blue. with birds on it and tree branches. And then I was like, so I saw it, the bathroom scrumptious looking. So today, Richard and I went to my lavender husband. We went to go to get some farm ingredients like spicy lettuce, watermelon. Ooh, give me my watermelon. Give me yellow watermelon. You want to see what the watermelons look out here? Watch. Y'all be buying them watermelons that is imported. Let me show you what a watermelon looks like out here. Oh. This is what a watermelon looks like out here. How cute is that? It's almost like you could just like bite into it, but I'm going to cut it, see how mature it is, but he promised me I could eat it. This is what a unproduced watermelon looks like, I guess. Without all the chemicals, I mean, I guess. Anywho, it's watermelon season. There are other farmers out here that have watermelons that are way bigger, but I don't think they grow as big as the Americans make it. I don't know. Any case, that's my watermelon, and I'm sticking by it. So he promised me the watermelon should be good. I don't know. Any case, Richard and I come back to the complex, and we're sitting in a car like two lovers, and we start to talk about everyone. See, that's what Richard is good for. Richard is good for what Dorit and Kyle used to do, right? We're just chatting away. Somebody shows up with these orange slippers out this fabulous apartment. And I was like, he must be an Airbnb. I could tell he's from stateside. He got on them orange slippers that Black men wear stateside, right? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but there are certain slippers that Black men wear stateside. They don't wear them here. Although if I tell a Caribbean that, they will deny it. Oh, it's a lie. I don't care. Anywho, so we're watching the guy with the orange slippers, right? Richard, of course, is looking at him like candy. And I'm looking at him because he walked out of the apartment that I'm totally in love with. So then we see a girl come out with the bonnet. Richard knew that was the owner. And Richard goes, Tracy, that's the owner. So I turned around, and the guy with the orange slippers saw us staring at him, right? And I couldn't help it. I was like this. And then he was like, and I was like, hi. Like, because we look really stupid staring at this guy. Richard was hungry for him. And I was just like, who are you? Like, coming out of this beautiful apartment, and are you an Airbnb? But don't crazy. He's looking at us like, and we're like, so embarrassing, right? But the girl walks out. But maybe the girl walks out because he might have called her and was like, hey, there's these two weird people in the car, whatever, right? She comes out, bonnet, looking totally like a Black woman at the end of the day. Richard goes, that's the owner. So I was like, we do the same thing with her, and she sees us. And so, and this is like, we're in a, like, facing this way, her apartment this way. So we're looking through his rear view window, like staring at people like this. So funny. So she sees us. So I waved her over, and she starts to come, and then she kind of like hesitates. And I was like, no, come over. So she comes over, and I said, do you own that apartment you came out of? And she goes, yeah. And I go, fabulous. I said, how did you decorate that way? I says, listen, I was not supposed to be in your apartment, but the guys that were decorating, they promised me that I could see your apartment. And she goes, girl, they did a job. They did a job. They fabulous. I said, how did you get the birds and the decorating? How did you do that on the ceiling? She was like, Pinterest. I said, what? What? Pinterest? She says, Pinterest. Oh. Anywho, Richard and I sat there some more and found some more people to talk about. So that's how I live with Richard. He's checking out the men. I'm checking out the men. Oh, God, my lavender husband. I love watermelon, right? It looks like a gourd. Like, wait, what? What is a gourd? A vegetable or a fruit? I know it's weird looking. I almost don't want to eat it. Oh, I do have a story to tell you guys, but I'm not going to tell you. It's too sad. I don't want anybody go to bed crying because something happened. I'll tell you tomorrow morning. That way everybody can get rid of it because you'll be at work with your crazy ass bosses. All right. Oh, same thing. I have a crazy ass boss. Any case. Anywho, here come Bozoma. That made me think of the wallpaper. That's how I got to my neighbor. Back to Bozoma. Bozoma is to Dorit that Garcelle is to Sutton, that Erica is to Kyle. This isn't a black and white thing. I don't think. Not yet. Anywho, Bozoma took a liking to Dorit immediately. But clearly, Bozoma has not been seeing the show for the past 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 years. She was an executive at all these beautiful places. There's no way she was watching this stupid show, right? She starts to defend Dorit without recognizing that Dorit is a little bitch. She's horrible. She's not only horrible to Sutton, she's horrible to Kyle. She's horrible to Garcelle. She's afraid of Garcelle, though. Oh, she does not touch Garcelle. That's because of the whole racist thing with the children and etc. Woo! But that season, she could give two shits about Garcelle until producers were like, now we have to pay her. We have to pay her sons. Now they don't want to be on the show because of you. Leave Garcelle alone, right? Okay. I know what happened because I'd be like this. What happened? And then I get on these downloads, and it's exactly the way I told you. It's exactly the way it happens. Exactly. In any case, Bozoma comes through. I can't help but love Bozoma. Just tall, chocolate, just beautiful, right? She comes through. And somehow she immediately pairs up with Dorit, which was like the mistake of the century. But Bozoma doesn't know that it's a mistake yet. But in this season, on this catamaran, what's the difference between a yacht and a catamaran and a boat? Okay, in this catamaran. And for the first time, she could be like, hey, Dorit, like, Sutton apologized. Now, did Sutton apologize knowing that Sutton should apologize? And did Sutton apologize knowing that she should do it on camera? The answer to that is yes, because you can't trust Dorit, so you have to do it on camera. Turns out Dorit is like, but. I'm like, oh my God, Dorit. Like, do we have a heightened level of mental illness? At some point, whether you believe the apology or not, right? And how many of y'all have been through this? If somebody apologized, whether you believe it or not, at some point, you're going to have to accept the apology, not befriend them, not forget. Nobody's asking you to forget. but get to the level of befriending, of allowing the apology to override any conflict. Now, back up. Got a story to tell you. Hold on a second. Story time. So I have this cousin, totally crazy, but she knows she's crazy. I'm certified. I'm certified. All right, you're certified. I was young. I don't even know if I was even 33, 34, 35. I don't remember. In any case, I was living under her. She has a house. She had a 1-bedroom apartment under her. Well, I hated living under her. She didn't know it, but I had actually never liked her. But she didn't know it. And I guess I only told my sister I never liked her over and over and over and over. My sister, my mother. I guess it never translated to her, which is fair. Like, I get it. It's not my sister's job to let her best cousin know that her little sister cannot stand her. I get it. But when I went to live under her, it was obvious that I could not stand her. Like, we would be sitting at a table, laughing, joking, and then my snarky ass will say something snarky about something that she did or something that she said, and she'd be like, "What the fuck is that?" And I was like, "What the fuck is that?" So it turns out that when you live with people, like, they see things, and she began to see that I could not stand her ass, right? So eventually I moved out. And I moved out. And I remember my brother, I don't want to throw him under the bus, so let's not talk about my brother. In any case, I moved out, but because I needed to feel safe, I didn't move out until I didn't tell her I was going to move out until I moved out. My dad was paying the rent for me. Sorry, I got one of those dads. He really did take care of me, nurture me. He actually wound up paying my rent for, I actually miss him now because he wound up paying my rent for ever. I can't even tell you how long. From like 35. When did he pass? How old was he? Well, how old? 5, 6. Oh, yeah. Maybe from like, he might have been paying my rent for like 15 years. No lies. I tell no lies. I just had one of those dads, and he was always making up for the separation of the mom and the kids and etc. And I was the only one that liked him, and he just never wanted me to go anywhere. And so he paid my rent, and I was like, bet, like, pay my rent. That's why a lot of times when people want to say to me, like, you need a man, you need a man. Yeah, I really don't. Because no, who's going to take care of me like my dad took care of me? Plus, he taught me how to be self-sufficient. In the time that he was always paying rent, he taught me how to be self-sufficient. Like, I was getting both things. What difference does it make? Anywho, she finds out I'm leaving the day I'm leaving. That's trauma enough. My dad was paying the rent, but it was his job to pay the rent to her, not my job. She always got the rent from him, but somehow or another, I think a rent got missed. I think so. But maybe not, because you never really complained about that. Mm, I know what it was. The rent didn't get missed. She was upset that we were moving out before the first. But there were no rules. We didn't have a contract. And then I was like, I cannot be here on the first. So I think we moved out 2 weeks before the first. But that is also money that she was dependent upon. Something like that. Doesn't really matter. I had to admit that part of me was wrong. Now, in the beginning, I did not feel like I was wrong. But in the end, I knew that if my life was going to be better, I had to figure out my participation in all of this ugly that got created. And it really tore the family apart. Like, people were taking her side, taking my side. Some people were neutral. They're like, we're not getting involved. But I had to figure out only my part. I could not say to her, I wouldn't have done this if you had done that. I did this because I couldn't say but. So my grandmama dies. And in the middle of the funeral, the repast, we're at my auntie's house. And I didn't know I used to talk to spirit, but I hear myself say, but it was probably spirit, get up and apologize. So she was talking to someone, and I was like, hey, can I talk to you over here? She's like, you can talk to me right here. I'm like, oh man, bitch. I was like, I'm sorry. I want to apologize. I'm really sorry for everything that went down. It was me. I'm sorry. I hope you find it in your heart to make amends, but I just really needed you to know that I'm sorry. And it was genuine, right? Well, was it genuine? I don't know. At the time, spirit told me to do it. So I always obey spirit, right? But I didn't know it was spirit at the time. I thought it was me, but it was really spirit. And I obey spirit. And I was like, all right, fine, I'll go do this. So I do it. But the words that came out of my mouth was as genuine as I felt in the moment. Today, I'm probably more angry. So today, I'd probably want to take it back. But you can't take back an apology. So I did. I apologized. And then my cousin goes, give me time to forgive you. And I thought, oh, what? In my mind, I was like, oh, what a controlling answer. But then again, I said, it's okay. I only had one job. My job was to apologize. What she gave back to me was on her. I'm still waiting for that apology. I think it was 30 years ago. I'm pretty sure it was 30 years ago. Now, I give you all of that because Sutton went to apologize. And whether it was genuine or not, Sutton knew on some surface level, she better clean this up. Now, the fact that she waited to do it on camera was fear. Because if you see how Dorit acts, you can't talk to Dorit off camera because Dorit is a little bitch, right? Sutton apologizes. Dorit does the but. And Bozoma finally checked Dorit and was like, girl, she's trying to apologize. Anywho, I would want you to know that if Sutton could be friends with Kyle, and if Dorit could maintain her friendship with Kyle, I think Garcelle and Bozoma actually could be friends. Now, I know something wicked happened at the reunion where Garcelle goes, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. That's the most unfair statement, Garcelle, you could have ever made. Because the skin folk that's not your color on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, them bitches don't get along. So why are you putting it that way? To me, it was a very racist statement. But of course, I didn't see what happened. So I have to see how Bozoma came out of her face where Garcelle took it another way. But it didn't sit right with me, Garcelle. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. Right. Absolutely. Like, who are you? Who said every skin folk had to get along? Do you know black people? No, I don't have to get along with every black person. No, it's not going to happen. So what are you doing? And I never really saw a healthy effort for you and Bozoma to get along. It seemed very superficial and non-compliant in any, kumbaya way. So, what y'all got to say? One Deep says, yeah, I had a cousin to do me bad when we were in our 30s. I guess she made it good because she was so much sweeter in our 40s until last year. She passed last year. Wait, One Deep, don't get to the end of the story. What happened last year? Oh my God, I can't believe this. Greetings, just joining. Hi, Dochi Vita, where have you been? Wait. Okay, so One Deep goes, oh, mine, meaning my dad, was like that until I turned 35. My father, mine's too. He purchased my first brand new car. Oh, those were the days. Exactly. So my dad, because he was like one of those, when I was married, my dad gave me and my husband a car. The car actually went to my husband. And I was like, why don't you give me the car? And he's like, you're kind of flaky. I don't fucking my flaky. Like what you did, Dad, was give my husband a car. And now I'm beholden to him. What you should have done was given me the car. And let that man get his own car. But it doesn't really matter. My dad gave us a car too. But I never took it as mine. Oh my God, I love pin interest. Well, I'm going to do some pin interest today. Hi, Miriam. Oh, that watermelon. What's a gore, sissy? What's a gore? All right. Kenneth. Oh, I'm late. Hey, everyone. Hi, Miss Tracy. Oh, you're not late. You just missed like a couple of, I was trying to tie in the couples on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So I'm gonna just say this, Kenneth. Garcelle is to Sutton what Erica is to Kyle, what Bozoma is to Dorit. All superficial relationships. So, yeah. So I got to the part where the reunion came up and Garcelle was like, all kinfolk ain't skinfolk, or skinfolk ain't kin. Like, Garcelle, like, I've always liked you, but that was a fucked up post. Like, sometimes, shut the fuck up, right? Like, sometimes you don't have to do the most, Garcelle. And I love you, but I'm going to chastise you like I chastise Beyonce. Like, you don't have to do the most. No, you don't. That was fucked up. And I really believe that, Kenneth, if Sutton could get in good and better with Kyle, which she's trying, she's going to throw Garcelle to dirt. If Dorit could get back with Kyle, which I don't think that's ever going to happen, Bozoma ain't shit. What I think is going to happen, honestly, is that Garcelle is starting to see who Sutton is, and Garcelle's going to turn on Sutton. And Bozoma is going to begin to figure out who Dorit is, and she's not going to want to have anything to do with all that ugly. But somehow or another, these two stupid black women wound up going against each other. I don't know how. I got to wait for the reviews of the reunion. I'm sure it's going to be, is it going to be next week? When is it going to happen? But something happened at the reunion with the two black women. I don't know why that had to be. So that's what I'm a little disgusted about. Yes. Sutton is a wild card. She is very contradicting. But the way I see Garcelle, a lot of times when you have problems with your mother, right, which I've had problems with my mother too, it's hard to have safety in women, right? So here's what I've noticed, because I've had problems with my mother. I've noticed that women are not safe for me. I'm safe for others, right? I'm a best friend to others. I'm supportive. But I know that comes from my spiritual nature, that I am operating under my spiritual authority. So I can tell when someone is even going to turn on me. And it's not like I let people hurt me, but it's like I could see it unraveling. I could see it, and I won't stop it from unraveling. The one thing I won't do is allow someone to verbally trick me, right? I'd rather see the friendship unravel, but I'm never fooled. Never. I'm always disappointed. Always. Always. So I just have to learn that I'm going to be okay, that women could hurt me before I could hurt them, right? Um, and I still forge ahead with finding the right types of women for me, if that makes any sense, right? So it's like, okay, you hurt me. Rather than catch revenge, I just go, okay, see ya. It's good. We're good. You're good. I'm good. Moving on to the next level. And then I'll get to the next level, be friends for a while, and then be like, oh, you now hate me and you now hate. Okay, no problem. This level's not for me. Now I'm going to go to the next level, right? And I do that throughout my lifetime, right? And so I probably have better friend relationships with men than with women, because women just get crazy. Like, I don't know. It's just so weird. So, what I try to do is figure out who is safe for me. And then it's okay with me if you are no longer safe with me. It's okay, because I still am going to operate the way I've always operated. Does that make sense? So I think that this is what's happening in these relationships, that people are not genuine with one another. Um, and I think Garcelle had a bitch partner in Sutton. I also, if you don't mind me saying, Garcelle, I don't want you to be upset with me, but here it is. I also think to this day, you are totally upset with the racist stuff that came for your son, and you have a right to be. But I think you're also holding on to it. And you have a right to hold on to it. I would never stop. Oh girl, oh girl, oh girl, fire. Not only that, like tongue lashing every single time. So at least you do control yourself. But of course, Bravo paid you off so that you can control yourself, but you still have this disdain that's there. And you kind of still have it with Garcelle. Like, you're not lying to me. Like, I get it. Um, so I think your friendship with Sutton is twofold. Like, I question whether, I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. I have to say it, Sutton. I question whether or not you like her, or whether or not she is safe, as long as you get to bitch with her off camera, and then you guys get your act together for the next catamaran yacht boat ride, right? I think you need a little bit of work on you, Garcelle. And I don't want you to be upset with me. I think you need some internal counseling, a little bit of work. And I say this with love, because I think there's a dependency on Sutton, as well as there is Sutton has such a hatred for the group because they just don't like her. I think that, what is Sutton's sign? She acts like a Sagittarius. Let me check out both their signs. She's a Virgo. Oh no, she must be in August. No? Who was born on September 20th. Oh, she's a little cuspy. But at the 20th, is she cuspy, Virgo? I don't know if she's, because she has Libra in her. And if you have Libra in you, girl, Libra's got smart ass mouths. Try me, Libras. Try me. Um, There it goes. Her moon is in Libra. There it goes. Her Venus is in Libra. There it goes. Her Uranus. Well, Uranus is a generational planet. I don't have her ascendant here. I really need her ascendant, but her moon and her Venus is a Libra. And so, yeah, she got a smart ass mouth because Libra's got smart ass mouths. They're very quick with the tongue. Let me see Garcelle's birthday. Why do these two get along? Oh, she's a Sagittarius, but born in the month of Scorpio. She act like a Sagittarius child. All right. Sagittarians now, which was my cousin, they hold grudges. They do. They just hold grudges. Garcelle's never going to forgive any of those people. Let me see if I can get her chart. Let me see what her moon is. Her moon is Taurus. That's how she makes money. She also doesn't have her ascendant here, so we don't have the time that she was born. But that's no problem making money with that moon. Oh, her Venus is in Sagittarius. Mm. And her sun is in Sagittarius. All right. Oh, sharp, 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 sharp. All right. And I was looking for her Scorpio. Wait. Where is her Scorpio? Oh, her Mercury is in Scorpio. Oh, Lord. That's how you communicate. And she was born with Mercury retrograde. So that's why she falls under the radar in terms of being such a beauty. And no one's recognizing how deeply she holds on to grudges. Yes. All right. I'm over myself. I knew it, child. I knew it. All right. Sutton's a wealthy nutcase. She is. All right. So somehow or another, the two black women are finally going at it, and we didn't see it all season. What happened at the reunion? Why is only 19 people on? Like, Do I only get people that want me to talk about Trump? It's not going to happen. Like, Trump makes me miserable. I don't want to talk about Trump all the time. So if I only get 19 people on, we just going to do 19 people. I can't keep talking about Trump. He makes me miserable. And besides, even if I talk about Trump, is anybody prepping for the famine that's coming? Anybody? Oh, by the way, Caribbeans, get ready. ICE is coming to the Caribbeans. Yeah, they are. They're looking for people from Dominica Republic. Okay. By the way, Charm keeps bringing up Meghan Markle's series. I think if it's early enough, it's already 10 o'clock. If it's not too long, maybe I'll watch the first episode tonight. I hear it's pretty good on Netflix. All right, please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Bozoma and Garcelle. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see, God. Garcelle and Bozoma, they're your children. They're your loves. They are your beloveds. Please, Father God, authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen, amen, amen. I mean, I want to see, could these women finally figure out that they are being used as tools? Does my chair still look lopsided? I think this fucking chair is lopsided again. They'll get it together. They'll get it together. There's a little bit of mental issues going on. I don't know who has the mental issues between the two. There is a lack of faith right now. And one of them is maybe promising a truce or had promised a truce and broke the promise. But they can go back to being generous friends again. The air sign, neither one of them are air sign, but there's an air sign woman that's going to betray them or betray one of them. And that's when somebody's going to see how sick the group is. Because the air sign woman's going to betray them. What is Sutton's sign? There's going to be a peace offering, not without this air sign woman not wanting these two women to get together. It's going to be obvious, probably next year. But the wheel of fortune turns, and it does turn for the better. But someone, I don't know who, could be Bozoma, could be Garcelle, could be Dorit. The wheels turn for the better for these two ladies to get their shit knacked together, right? But someone becomes 100% miserable if these two pair up. Who's the air sign in the group? Kyle is a Capricorn, so it's not Kyle. Eric is a Cancer. What's Dorit sign? Dorit. Birth chart. She's a Cancer sun with a Libra rising. Oh no. What? She's born October 4th. No, wait, what? Oh, I get it. July 16th. This is all wrong. I don't know whose chart this is. She's a Cancer, July 16th. Why does everyone have her chart wrong? Ah, she must have lied about something. I mean, I'm not denying that she could be a Cancer. July 14th, 1976. Woodbridge, Connecticut, with her fake UK accent. All right, that's all I'm getting. Sun, Moon in Pisces. It's if this is Dorit, yeah, it's her Moon in Pisces that we're all looking at. That very delusional. Sorry, Pisces. Forgive me. Very delusional, but she's the shadow side of Pisces, also the shadow side of Cancer. Her Mercury, how she communicates, is also in Cancer. Her Venus is in Cancer. Oh, that's why she doesn't want to give up her husband. This makes sense now. Isn't that interesting? Her sun is in Cancer, her moon, but we are looking at her moon in Pisces. This is why she pretends to be wealthy, but she really isn't. She pretends like her shit is together, and like she has a beautiful marriage, but she never did. Let me see. Her Mars is in Virgo. That's how she makes her money. Hmm. All right. I'm looking for air. Wait, what's Kathy Hilton? Who am I leaving out? There's no air sign person here. Please let her be an Aquarius. March 13th, she's a Pisces too. Hmm. All right. I'm looking for an air sign woman or a woman with a smart ass mouth. So this actually could be Dorit, even though she's not an air sign woman. I think there's a woman, let's just say there's a woman that is going to allow these two women to see that they are being used as tools in this Real Housewives of Beverly Hills game. And it's very similar. So Dorit is to Bozoma what Sutton is to Garcelle. They can't open their eyes to it just yet. There's a woman that's going to point it out, or it's going to be because of a woman, they are going to be able to see that they actually could be better friends, but they were set up in a way which is very slave mentality, Garcelle and Bozoma. Um, they were set up in a way where they not pit each other against one another, but I think it started out, let me get to the new girl first with Dorit. And I believe with Sutton, she was so ostracized that she had no choice but to hook up with Garcelle, which is not a true friendship. So Hi, Noel. Was it cray cray at the reunion? Oh my God, this makes me so sad. All right. I did everything I could. These two will eventually work it out. And I also believe they could work it out by the next season. You may not see it right away, but I do believe that ultimately they're going to have some conversations that's going to be like, wait a minute. Why can't we do this without them? I feel like is what's going to happen. Why can't we just figure one another out? And then if we don't like one another, at least we try to figure one another out, right? But these two women are very cerebral. And so for right now, they're not finding the love that they could be having with one another. So it's going to be very interesting in the long run, right? But I think they're going to work on it. And I think they're going to have to work on it in different levels. The problem that I'm having, ladies, is that you're getting trapped in a mental slave mentality and there's still a spider web. As you begin to work on one another, there's a spider web. So I'm not saying you're going to get caught out there anyway. I'm saying watch it. Because someone in this group, either Sutton, Kyle, Erica, Dorit, would be afraid if you two became friends. So the only difference, Garcelle, that maybe you're not recognizing is you and Bozoma could easily communicate better, like in the sisterhood kind of way. And that would be really, really funny, especially off camera. So I don't know, sweeties. I think you guys are going to work it out next season. I think it's not going to start out very well next season. And I think by the time the season ends, you guys are going to be amazing friends. So don't make me into a liar, ladies. I don't like people lying on me. Kidding. If you guys don't make friends, then it's your loss. What do I care? I give two shits. But it would be nice that you all could see the I'm gonna say it this way. I wish you all could see the racist dynamic in the others and to see that you all are being used like housewomen. No, she's Cancer. There's no air signs in the group. That's weird. That's what's missing then, a practical air sign. There's no air signs in the group. I checked everyone. This looks straight, but it's not. Oh, that's straight as it's going to get. Upside down artist. Using talent as an excuse to mistreat others. Using talent. Using Real Housewives of Beverly Hills as an excuse to mistreat others. So the card is called Artist, which you guys are artists on a reality show. It turns into that. It turns into artwork. May manifest in cliches such as eccentricity, self-indulgence, or the starving artist syndrome. And if it's the starving artist syndrome, then starving artist is a literal interpretation of an artist. Like they purposely live broken, poor for the art. I think these women are pretending to be victims and emotionally distraught by the other women. And I think Garcelle and Bozoma cannot see that they are being used. Time to wake up, ladies. Time to wake up. I think we would just enjoy the two of you more than all the others if we could just enjoy you all in a fabulous kind of way. Also with Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer Tilly is hilarious. I thought I wouldn't like her this year. She's fucking hilarious. So, all right, guys. Oh, Jennifer Tilly. Oh, Jennifer Tilly. Oh, I didn't even see your comment. She came at just the last minute. Hold on. Kenneth, why didn't you just check for me? She's worth $25 million? Damn. Nope. She's a Virgo, September 16th. Nope. The only one that came close was the one born on September 20th. But that's still a Virgo. But it came close. It's kind of cuspy. Libra, Virgo. Who was that? Sutton Strat was September 20th. So I don't know if that's cuspy, because sometimes cuspy is a sign all its own. And in some books, they literally separate cuspy signs. But I don't know if she's cuspy. My son is cuspy. He's a Libra Virgo, but he's born on the 23rd. So I think it's from the 23rd, 22nd, 21st. I think you're 100% Virgo on the 20th. I don't know. Maybe it's somebody else that we just don't know. Maybe it doesn't have to be one of these women. But a woman is a Libra woman, Aquarius woman. It's probably an Aquarius woman or a Gemini woman is going to be responsible for getting these two women to understand that they're being used. So, all right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the show. If anybody wants a reading with me, I'm not tired. So if you need a reading, you can get one tonight. What is it? Where's my reading? Oh, Tracy Brown, text me 213-458-7408. Also, we are doing astrology classes starting April 12th, 2025. It's for 3 weeks. And these will be the topics week 1, week 2, week 3, every Saturday at 11 a.m. So I'm so excited to announce these astrology classes. I posted this in the beginning of the show, and now I'm posting it now. So there you have it. Come join and learn about your chart by learning the glyphs, I don't even know what that is. So, you know, I really got to go. I'm going as an attendant. Please do not expect me to participate in teaching this class. Dr. Charm is teaching this class all by herself. She is a real doctor. She's also, I don't know if she's vegan. Yeah, she's definitely vegan. And she definitely encourages better nutrition, especially for the Black community. But she'll tell you who she is when you meet her. So come one, come all for the astrology classes. Please come for your own personal reading, 213-458-7408. All right, everyone. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.